Oh, it is a cold, cold, blustery day here in Las Vegas. It actually frosted, snowed this morning. I'm at the Tesla Loop going into Central Hall for the CES show. And I've talked about this in my videos before. You know, being that I live here, there's no access to the convention center for locals. What I have to do is I go park over at one of the casinos. In my case, I park over at Resorts World, which I have a card for. And then I take the Tesla Loop. They originally dropped me off at the South Hall, which was closed for some reason. And then I had to take another Tesla over here to the Central Hall. So I picked Thursday to go to CES because, oh my Lord, here comes the sun. I can't deal with it. It's too early. It's too early. It's cold. It's cold out here. Why is it cold? It's Vegas. It's not supposed to be cold. All right, so the situation is that there's no parking. There's not a single parking space anywhere near this place. Forget it. And taking an Uber, because of the surge pricing, you might pay $50 to go a couple blocks. So you really got to plan, and the best way to get in and out of this place is by going through one of the casinos, the trams, the shuttles, the buses, one of those situations, right? Now, anyway, that being said, I picked Thursday to go. CES is open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, friggin' packed, right? Or not Monday, but on the first day, everybody's just frantic. They're in a hurry. They just got off the plane. They're all excited to go. Next day, Wednesday, they're still humming and going. They're trying to pick up from what they do. Thursday, everybody's burned out. See, everybody's moving slow. Nobody gives a shit, right? Friday, they're really burned out. The show's over at like 4 or 5, but people are already packing up their stuff by noon, So Thursday for me, I've learned, is the best day for me to go because everybody's kind of chill. They're over the initial excitement. I gotta go through security, so I'll be right back. Good to see you again. That's great. Look at this damn thing. This right here, this is the future. All right, this thing's gonna be coming at you with a pistol or an explosive device or some other kind of thing. Nothing good is gonna come from this. Do you understand? All right? There's only one reason to have a robot like this, and that's enforcement. All right. So this dude over here's got the remote control. All right. And this thing here, all right, you're going to be hiding in your cave somewhere in Abu Dhabi or something. And this thing's going to come in with its American flag and a rifle. And it's going to be the last goddamn thing you ever see. I want to see it walk over there and lift one leg and pee on that post over there. Hydraulic fluid. That'd be funny. Yeah, I do a completely different version of CES and conventions. See these other bunch of PC sellouts show up, and they're just here to handle sponsorships and pimp out every little piece of tech that comes along for their channel. So people tell me sometimes, they go, Bob, you're a dick. You're really negative sometimes. German Invest was coming and hanging out with me for the week. He goes, man, you are really funny, but sometimes, you say negative things. He goes, I try to stay really positive. And I go, well, that's true. But I think that the reason that the people who watch me is they like to get my take on stuff. A lot of times I'm just joking around, I'm embellishing, I'm not really pissed off, I'm not actually angry about anything. But people do like that kind of conflict, they think it's funny. So like I'm not being fake or anything, I have no filter, I've often thought that I should be tested for being like spectrum and autistic or something, because I have no filter, I have no ability to lie, and I just have no ability to wear the phony face. I don't have that mask. So I've been working on it. I'm almost 50 years old now, and I think I've got a better grasp on it. But when I'm all by myself in this room of 500,000 people holding this camera, you're just getting the straight up me, and I just don't know of another way to be. All right, that being said, I just say that for the people who've never watched me. The people who know me know me. If you know, you know. because I'm somebody that cares about logic. You know, just like I rode the Tesla Loop thing over here, and I'm like, does it make any sense to put me in a $100,000 car to drive me 2 miles under the... Like, you could have built a tram. You could have done so much more with that tunnel. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the cool stuff they have here, and some of the stuff that is stupid. This is cool. One of my favorite YouTubers is Techmoan. I'm sure he's going to be all over this. I love, you know, we love the retro radio stuff. Look at this thing. That's all. Is this a new thing, or is this just a display of old time? I mean, I don't know what's going on here. I like it though. Check this out. I can remember having a TV radio back in the day, but I just don't see this as a seller because people just use their phone. Rather than having, this is what I mean by logic, right? Rather than having a screen in your boombox, people will just watch their phone and then add a Bluetooth speaker, which is probably going to be way cheaper than that. I like it though, it's cool. There's applications for that. But, you know, TV isn't a thing. Like analog TV really isn't available. There's digital TV, I don't know how well it picks it up. So I guess like if you worked at a gas station or a toll booth and you wanted to set this up there, that'd be cool. But again, it's just logic for me. I like this brand, Iowa. I've had a lot of things from them. I like this little red toaster they got. That's a cute, wow, that's a great little red toaster. It's made of metal. I like things like this. I'm a dork. I'm over here at the Stern Pinball booth. Now, some of you guys know that I was into pinball. I got quite a few pinball machines. Matter of fact, I just got off the phone with Pawn Stars. They're going to come out and look at some of my pinball machines that I was thinking about selling. So I've been on that show many times. But anyway, shameless plug. I've got some friends who are involved with Stern Pinball. And I don't see him around here. This dude, Chris Kiska, I'm throwing you out a shout. He's worked with some of the KISS guys and in the entertainment industry, so I know this guy. And he's a huge Jaws fan. And I guess he was been part of this thing with the Jaws exhibit here. They got a new Jaws pinball machine we're going to show you. But as you know, I built the DeLorean time machine replicas, and Kevin Pike, who had built the original car, had worked on the movie Jaws. And he'd sent me a message going, hey, you should check out the Stern Pinball booth. They got a great Jaws exhibit and great Jaws pinball machine. So let's just take a look at it. And I'm not sure which of this stuff is Chris's Kiskus, but I know that he has a huge collection of Jaws stuff. So I don't know. I'll have to see if I can get a hold of him, and he'll tell me which of this junk is his. But here we go. This is the new Jaws game. I can find Gary around here, Gary Stern. We'll talk to him. But we'll try to get a look at this thing. Looks like a cool game. We need to figure out which one of these is the premium and which one is the pro. But let's, real quick, while these people are looking, we'll take a look around the corner here. This is a great display. There he is. There's the shark. The shark is not working. There it is. It's got the pinball in his mouth. I love it. That is a great... I'd like to have that on the wall, wouldn't you? That's pretty awesome. That's a fantastic display, though. It really, really is. Really impressed me. So, all right, this probably looks like a limited edition here. Yeah, this is going to be an LA. It is. Let's see. It looks like it's number 1 of 1,000. Okay, yeah. So here's number 1. So definitely got some cool stuff going on here. Look at this. We've got some QR code that's going to be going on here. Shark comes up. I haven't played the game, so I have no idea what it does. But looking at it, I like the LEDs. I like the color theme of it. I like this little loop around they got going on up here. I'm digging it. I dig it. I really like it. This is going to be an expensive version, the LE, because they've got. Oh wow! Look, they've got the barrel as the pole. Oh, that's great. Actually, that's pretty. I like those little details. Oh, the bite taken out of the side. Well, oh, that's great. That's so great. A lot of great little details. The side art is really good on this. Something tells me that Ed Robertson's going to be buying one of these. Looks like this one's a pro machine. The pro doesn't have the shark and all that stuff. It's a little bit more plain. So I think these are, oh no, it does have a shark there. It comes out of the boat. I see. Well, yeah, this one's got the red. It's hard to tell which one's a premium and a pro, so this must be a premium. So, okay, I'm wrong. This is a premium edition. And that one over there is a pro. Okay. I talked to one of the guys here, and they said, yeah, all the props up here belong to Chris Kiska. So he's getting a shout out. I don't know where he's at. He was here yesterday with Eric Singer. They were roaming around. Kiska used to work for Ace Frehley. And, you know, we'll talk more about that later. Maybe we'll have him on the show one time. Get him in trouble. See what's going on over here. Okay, Central Hall is where all the big people, the big stuff is, right? You got LG, Sony, TSL, or TCL, whatever this is. Like, you got the big names. So you're gonna have these like giant mega booths. And so, I don't know, this kind of stuff is kind of boring to me because like, it's just giant displays with screens like, oh, look, TVs. Like, they're real cool, but when you live here in Vegas, everything's a TV. The average building is a TV. So, I know that there's a lot of advancements in LED and, or display technology, I should say. But it's not that crazy interesting to me. You know, the way I look at it is like, okay, when I see it in the store, it's a good price, I'll buy it. This thing, you've probably seen this already. It's a Bugatti. They're not selling the Bugatti. Well, they are. They're trying to sell these scooters. It's a Bugatti scooter. And I think somebody told me that they're like $12,000 or something. They got a giveaway going. Scan that, folks. Freeze frame it. So, yeah, I'm not sure the... Oh, here we go. More Bugatti stuff. Let's see. Maybe I'll get a Bugatti scooter. What do you think? So I talked to the guy. The big one's $1,500. So that's kind of expensive, but it's not that bad. It has a 27-mile range. It goes over 20 miles an hour. So that's actually pretty slick. So even though that's kind of a lot, that's not crazy money for, I mean, if you were a scooter person, like in New York or something, that is baller, because it's pretty awesome. I wonder who's actually making them for it. You know, Bugatti's not making these things. They're, probably made in China like the rest of them, and then they put their name on it. But and then they have a smaller one that's cheaper. I didn't ask how much that was. It's less. I need a red one. This car is cool too. I like it. Like, look at this thing. Look at the ass of this thing. It's probably like $3 million or something stupid. I gotta give a shout out to this thing, Eagle Creek, whatever this is. This is a portable backpack. Now, I travel with this all the time. It folds up into a little ball. You can put it in your pocket. I've had it in my pocket, right? And you can unfold it. It folds up into itself, and you can hang it off its own little carabiner. And then you open it up, and then you can put your coat in it and stuff. And this is great for stuff like this because it was freezing cold outside, but it's nice and warm in here. Now I have a portable backpack. I just thought it was cool. I was telling you about it. I don't know. I think I got it at a luggage store, but it's awesome. That's much better. Now I have the red suspenders blinging. Represent. More tech news. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, I'm now rocking the DJI microphone. That thing is awesome. Tell me if you think the sound is better than when I was using the Rhodes. You get two of these, comes in a charger case. The receiver, I wish I could show you, just plugs right into the side of the phone. I'm really happy with it so far. And we're gonna see what the battery life is on this thing. Probably last all day. So, let me know if you notice a difference. Those of you that watch Techmoan like I do, big fan, shout out Techmoan. At the Audio Techno booth here, I'm here, look at Sound Burgers. There's a black one, they got a yellow one. I don't know if they're gonna have the red one back. Soundburger. So for those of you who don't know what this is a portable record player. Now this is a recreation of one that existed years ago. Let's see. They used to make this, and they've recreated it and done it better. It's got 12-hour live Bluetooth, belt drive. It's just a cool little portable record player that you can carry with you, which is something you would never ever do. It's a real neat novelty, and it's completely useless. And I want one. Hey, the displays this year are getting crazy. They got flying car over there. These people have like a little kiddie ride train going on over here. Giant globe thing. The displays are just off the hook.
I hope they make some money off it. I think.
Here we go. Skynet is active. There's more. Here they come. They're coming for you. It's gonna happen. Look at that big sumbitch. Right? Look at this thing. They got a whole humanoid over here. This thing here is ready to... Oh yeah, at first it's just carrying your luggage for you. Next thing you know, it's got an AR-15 pointed at your face. Have you seen this boy? We come from the future. We're looking for John Connor. It's gonna happen. Just telling you. I don't trust these things. I'm telling you. They're scaring the shit out of me. Because like think about all the trouble you have with just the basic smart functions of things, you know, your toaster, your refrigerator, your microwave. Every appliance you have now is smart, and it wants to argue with you, wants to fight with you. You know, your car, just everything. And eventually, you're gonna have a thing that walks and talks, and it's gonna get pissed. Or somebody's gonna hack it and take it over, and now all of a sudden, your pet dog robot rips your head off because some hacker in China got a hold of it. I don't trust it. I'm paranoid. I'm being honest. And look who I walk past. The National Security Agency. They're gonna program those dogs. TSA is not gonna mess around. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I love automation, right? Automation's cool, don't have a problem with that. Don't have a problem with factory robots, delivery robots. I mean, they have a place in our life. What I'm worried about is the ones that are, the ones that walk and have articulation and AI thinking, hands, and can have weapons attached to them and stuff. Because you know RoboCop is gonna happen, right? Like, you know, for those of you who watch my channel, remember I built that RoboCop police car and we drove Peter Weller into his thing. Like, RoboCop is a movie I've watched a million times. Of course, the difference was they didn't envision AI. Well, they did envision AI. Ed 209 had its own AI. And Ed 209 decided that it was just gonna blow the dude's head off because it malfunctioned or whatever the reason is, right? And this is what I'm worried about. Because RoboCop, you know, was human, and he had to fight those AI implants to do the right thing. I don't think AI is gonna have that struggle. AI is just gonna do what it wants to do. It's not gonna have a struggle over morality. You hear, you know what I'm saying? So Segway, 9bot. They're working on putting together some automated lawnmowers. Everybody's trying to get into this space here. Thing auto docks, drives around, uses AI reasoning. Then of course you got, you know, their delivery and security robots. So everybody's getting into this space because it's getting easier and easier. I'm a big fan of the 9bot products. Their scooters are great. I've got a little 9bot scooter, or not a scooter, but their two-wheeled thing. But this is what's coming to the industry, okay, folks? All you $15 an hour is going to learn that this thing here is going to start being server, right? It's going to come to your table. This screen you're going to order, it's going to go. Maybe a human being will load this thing, or maybe another robot will load it. It'll come back and bring you your food, your drinks. And this is the kind of thing that's going to happen in the future. It's coming. It's coming really fast. And there's a lot of people that are going to be replaced by AI and robotics, right? You know, delivery of items, the moving of goods, the servicing of people, right? And it's already happening. You're already being queued for this at your McDonald's, at your self-checkout, to learn how to interact with these. You're being taught, you're being trained. That's what self-checkout's for. That's why they're doing it. That's why they're pushing it. Because eventually, this is going to be your waiter, sir. Oh, well, I'll have this. You won't even touch this. You will scan a thing. You will interface with it on your phone. It'll come back with your stuff. Forget Uber Eats or whatever. One of these robots will bring your thing. This is what's going to happen. This is not conspiracy theory. This is not tinfoil hat. I'm just saying, like, this is what's going to happen. You wanted 15 bucks an hour, you're going to be replaced by a robot. There's going to be a thing that's going to bring me my plate. And then it's going to ask me for a tip. There we go. There it is. I would like $15 an hour minimum wage. I want $20 an hour minimum wage. Oh, really? Hi, I'm your robotic Starbucks. Sir, let me make your coffee for you. Right? This thing's over here making drinks. They're serving them up. There it is. Look at this thing. You taking orders?
Not yet.
Is it actually making stuff? How much an hour do you pay this thing?
These prices.
Does it make 15 bucks an hour? This thing here, I want higher than minimum wage. Oh, really? Guess what? You're fired. Yeah.
Would you like to connect with us?
This is great. I love it.
Change your coffee experience.
I'm surprised they haven't just put the coffee maker in the robot itself. You know, just have it come right out of his hand. But I guess they need this this rig here.
Double bag in the front of the space.
You know what I don't see on the counter is a tip jar. Thank God. That's definitely something I'm going to like about the robots serving you. They're not going to ask for tips. Or if you don't give them a tip, like, you know, I guess, you know, this is what's going to happen, right? You don't tip the robot. It takes a facial recognition of you. Then the next time you come in to get your coffee, the robot spits in your coffee. Just like real life. Imagine seeing this thing coming down the street. So this is a street sweeper. I'm not sure what that thing over there is doing. I was hoping this was the new BattleBots exhibit, but I don't know what this thing does. What's it do? I don't get it. Well, funny enough, the DeLorean factory that was built in Belfast, 1979, 1980, as they were getting ready to build the DeLorean in 1981, had one of the first kind of robotic type systems. They had what was called the telesystem. They had these robotic platforms that followed a magnetic wire in the floor. And it was the first of its kind where they had these mobile stations where this platform could have the DeLorean car on it. It would move down this line following the magnetic line and go to its next station. It was very innovative in 1980 and 1881. And today, we're still seeing these things kind of being incorporated without the wire in the floor. And it's taken like 40 years or more for this to really take hold. So it's starting to happen. It's starting to get a little bit more part of our everyday lives. Yeah, they're using it in factories and manufacturing, but now you're going to start seeing it in your home life.
To detect and evade any obstacles with time.
So I've been seeing these things running around LA.
Intelligent.
So check it out. This is a police robot.
A single unit can move around covering wide areas.
Yeah.
To make sure
It's coming, folks.
there aren't any blind spots in security.
So I don't know what this thing is going to do other than call the other RoboCop police. But this thing here is going to be running around patrolling, according to him. See, what these people don't understand is that what's going to really happen to the robot is it's going to roll through Compton. A bunch of dudes are going to just jack that thing, take it apart. They're going to sell it on the corner. You put that thing in San Francisco, they're going to break it open, steal the batteries out of it, and sell it on the street corner. So good luck with that. I was just talking about this car with somebody. This is the Karma. Now, you're going to recognize that name, right? So, Fisker, a guy named Fisker, started the company selling the Karma car. This is not that car, because Fisker went out of business, car didn't work, whatever. He started another car company. He's now selling the Fisker Ocean. Another company took over, and it's been through like a couple of different owners. This is the Rivero. So they kept the name Karma and the basic design of the car, right? It's not the same car as the original Karma. It's called the Karma Rivero. So the model name of the car is now the make of the car. There's not a single panel on this car that'll fit an old Fisker Karma. But it's very much the same that it has, now it's got a 3-cylinder motor up front as the hybrid generator. In the past, it was using like an Ecotec, like out of a little HHR or something. But here's the deal. So you got a 3-cylinder motor, running an electric motor to drive the thing. It's a really, really expensive car, massively depreciating car. But the difference between this and other massively depreciating cars is that when this car depreciates to half its value or less, and it needs service, I don't know what you're going to be able to do. You know, so people who buy they buy Maseratis, for instance, like I did, massively depreciating car. But you'll still be able to fix it. I was really tempted to get into these cars because I was going to buy one of the Fisker models, but I joined the group, and they just don't make any sense. It's a beautiful car, very sexy car, not the fastest car. Doesn't have a crazy lot of room back there, but like I know I'm pooping all over the car. It's a beautiful car, and it doesn't suck or anything. But I can't imagine it being a smart purchase to buy this thing. I mean, you just got to be somebody who doesn't care about money, and you're cool with losing it to have something different and trendy. It's a beautiful, sexy car, but it doesn't have any of the tech, really, of the modern electric cars. And for the amount of money you spend, the performance you could get from something else, you know, it's got the back open. I want to see in the back. Not a lot of room back there. I think it's a beautiful car. I would love to have one. But the deal is when the thing depreciates to a point that I would buy it, it's not something I would want by that time. It's not the same as other depreciative cars, in my opinion. Check this out. Check this thing out. It's a drone flying car. Now, I'm assuming that this is a prototype and doesn't actually work, but I don't know, maybe it does. Would you ride in this thing? I don't know if I would. Back of this thing is badass. Yeah, I think. I would assume that this is not an actual car, but it looks badass. Here's the thing, see, I know I'm really harsh, and people go, oh, Bob, you're really negative, and you should support these people. Okay, I'll try to explain my position here. I applaud the fact that these guys are creating innovation. They're starting businesses, and they're creating cars, they're creating products that are destined to fail. They're going to lose, right? The people who invest are going to lose. The people who purchase the products are going to lose. And that's the sad reality. And then somebody else is going to come along, learn from their mistakes, make a better version of their thing, and they're going to succeed. And those people had to take the fall. And that's really important. It's something that we need as a society that wants to grow with technology. But myself as a consumer and somebody who has the background that I do, You have to understand that I'm pretty good at recognizing when something's a dud or a flop, because I think about things in a different way than I think other people do. I see, it's almost like a x-ray vision. I see past the bullshit and right into the meat of the thing. And the way I buy things as a consumer is I try to talk myself out of it. I find all the negatives. And if the positives outweigh the negatives, then I know I got something. And that's how I do things. And that's why I rarely get caught up in a scam or get ripped off or end up with a dud. But I'm human. I'm not perfect. But that's just my thoughts on some things with technology. So if you kind of understand where I'm coming from, you'll understand the reason I'm critical the way that I am. All right, back to the show. So over here at the Hyundai booth, part of my dystopian view of what's going on here at CES is the how do we put people out of work show. So this is a prototype render, I guess, of some earth-moving machines. So the idea is this AI robotic powered thing would take the job of somebody who would normally be operating it. And that seems to be the theme of this entire show. Across the way over there, John Deere, figuring out ways to put farmers out of work. They're helping. They're helping Monsanto make corn for you. Yeah, sure. I mean, look, you can't avoid progress. But look at this thing. There's no place for somebody to sit in that thing. That's by design. Right? At least this tractor over here has a spot for a dude to be in it. But I guarantee you that their ultimate goal is to have these combines operating completely without anybody in there.
They have that experience.
Right? See these tanks? That's going to be full of Monsanto's favorite juice, spraying poison all over your food automatically by GPS, right? Raising those genetically engineered seeds for you and with nobody in it. That's the plan. There's a classic old bulldozer right there. Diesel powered with a dude in it. I like it. It's a concept Mercedes car, but I don't waste any time on these things. I'll tell you why. What I've learned about these concept vehicles is very few times do these concept vehicles make it into production. Or you're like 10 years ahead of this, and by the time they make it into the production, the thing that you saw 5-10 years ago is not the thing that makes it. So it's kind of a waste of time to sit there and look at a non-functional concept vehicle that doesn't do anything. I know I'm being cynical again, but it's imagine the possibilities. Yeah, that's all great and all, but show me something that works. They have that's not real. Check out these motorcycles. Now, what is this thing? Is this just a prototype? Or can I buy this? Is this a functional motorcycle? Does this thing actually work? Is it a real motorcycle or just a prototype?
What?
Is it a prototype or functional bike?
It's a prototype right now.
Prototype. Okay.
Yeah, it will be go to functional in 2026. Yeah.
Okay. Is it going to look like this when it comes out?
Yeah, but with a slight change.
Okay. What is this? Same?
The same prototype concept.
Okay.
But while these two cars will be delivered this year later.
Okay, so these ones over here work.
Yeah, one mass production.
Let's have a look. So this is just a scooter, like every other scooter, with plastic stuff attached to it. So basically, I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, that's a really cool bike. But it didn't look like that Tron bike over there. It looks like a scooter with some plastic stuff on it. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? So like that Tron bike over there, you're never gonna see that Tron bike. That thing looks like a regular scooter, with just some plastic fairing on it. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? See, the point of these prototypes, is they want to get they want to see how the public reacts and whether or not they think they should pursue the thing. I get it. But sometimes people go, wow, that's really cool. I like it. And then you go build it and then nobody buys it. I see this company roaming around Vegas. I think they're based here. I think. So they're making these driverless little buggies here, right? So, and I see them running around town. So the plan is, this little 4-passenger thing will come and pick you up, take you where you want to go, completely autonomously. And that's the plan, guys. That's the plan. Yeah, you drive for Uber, you drive for Lyft, you drive a taxi. Guess what? That thing's going to come and pick you up, take you where you want to go. Won't have to tip it, won't have to leave it a 5-star review. And that's what's coming. Welcome to the We're Going to Put You Out of Work show. I can't say I'm 100% against all this. But what are we going to do with all these people that are not going to have jobs anymore? What are they going to do? Where are they going to go? What are y'all going to do? When all this stuff takes over, you know, you're not going to have the option of going and working at the checkout store. You know, it'll be self-checkout. The robot barista is going to make your coffee. Like, what are you going to do? I don't think we've thought this out. Millions and millions of people are employed as professional drivers, delivery, truck, bus, cab, Lyft, Uber. They manufacture food, they check out your groceries, they put them in bags, they do all these things. And slowly but surely, all of those jobs are disappearing. AI is beginning to take over jobs that were, you know, people who are writers. You know, chick I know who's a professional model was complaining the other day that now they're making AI-generated models that have, like, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. Like, you know, your AI model is never going to get old, doesn't need a photographer. This stuff is happening right before our eyes, and our world is changing. So what do? Do we have government come in and regulate it and prevent progress for the sake of mankind? Or do we progress ourselves right into the Stone Age? Because when all these robots have jobs and the people don't, and the cavemen start throwing rocks and sticks at the robots because they're pissed off about it, because they're starving and they don't have a job. I don't know if we've thought this through, guys. I don't know if everybody here has the same attitude about this stuff that I do. Look at this. Hey, Elliot, check this out. DJ Elliot, my buddy. Here's your competition over here. This arm. See, they want to show how articulate all these arms are. We already know that they are, right? And I think other people are going, oh my gosh, this is going to be so revolutionary for our industry. We're going to be able to have all these different things at our disposal that we can eliminate employees and do things faster. Look at this giant drone up here. It's made for package delivery, which is a great thing. No doubt about it. I mean, look at that thing. It's huge. Right? And some of these things are simply made to just make people's jobs easier. And that's cool. But some of these things are made to eliminate people altogether.
Maybe it's education, right?
Yeah.
What you guys are doing with this? Yeah.
See, I was just talking to the guy about this new all-electric Bobcat skid steer, right? Now, basically, he's like, yeah, you know, this is going to have a lot of helpful autonomous things that's going to lead into this. The fully autonomous version with no person in it. And I said, but, you know, what about all the people that are being put out of work? And he said, you know, the feedback that we get is that, hey, I can't find any help. I can't find qualified personnel. I can't find people to operate these things. If only I had one that was autonomous, right? So when he can't find somebody to work that one, they're gonna sell you that one, right? So, I don't know. He brings up a really good point. I'm over here talking about how they're putting people out of work. He's going, no, we're saving business because there's nobody to work. People aren't working. There's not skilled labor. People aren't learning trades. And they don't know how to work a Bobcat. So we need to make one that'll work itself. People don't want to work.
Yeah, they were showing off PSOs.
We're going to be on the verge of something crazy one day. Look at this thing. That'll make parking easier. With crab walks. I saw a lot of people, a lot of brands are putting video screens on the grills now. It's interesting. I like it. Wow. So interestingly, it's funny how the past comes up, you know, because there was guys that come up with this concept way back, like the 20s, 30s, 40s. Pretty awesome. All right, that's enough of me from the Chinese electronics show, CES. It's cold outside. I'm gonna get back in the Tesla, go back to Resorts World, and get the heck out of here. It's gonna be 5 o'clock. You wanna try to leave before everybody else leaves, because then you got 200,000 people all trying to leave at the same time, and then you're stuck in traffic, and that sucks. So let's get out of here and go catch one of Elon's rides back to the building that's just simply across the street.